Hey guys, it's Charlie. I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in France, what happened in England today, and what I think is going to happen here very, very soon. As a matter of fact, I think the November elections will lead to the same kind of thing that happened in England over the last 24 hours. But before I get into that, I want to talk a little bit about the term austerity measure. Now, most of us a few months ago didn't even know what that was. When it was introduced to us by our mainstream media, it was with images and videotape of people in Greece rioting. And then the commentator would come on and tell you that austerity needs to be implemented on these countries because they've lived beyond their means, because the citizens were basically fat and lazy and they didn't want to work, and there was too much socialism and too many safety nets in this country. So now the people have to just suck it up and the country needs to balance its books. You know, they didn't come on and tell you that the central bankers of these countries, of these nations, have indebted their people beyond belief and have siphoned the wealth out of these nations to pay for the criminal activities of globalist banks. I mean, that's truly what has led to all this insane borrowing and this insane debt that these countries now hold, including our very own. You know, I know the mainstream media wants to come out and tell you that only $50 billion is what it's going to cost the American taxpayer in TARP. And they want to put a big smiley face on it and tell you it was a wonderful success. I'll attach a story with this video that shows, even by the most conservative estimates, $14.8 trillion has been spent in the name of bailouts and in the name of stimulus. And in the name of saving this financial system that is forcing now austerity measures on nations around the world. We see France, the people are rioting in the streets, they're cutting off fuel supplies, they're protesting at airports, they're bringing the country to a grinding halt. Now, our media, once again, will play you and tell you a pack of lies, telling you that it's all about the working age going from 60 to 62. But the real fact of the matter is the people of the nation of France realize that all of their wealth has been stolen and given to the financial sector so they could become healthy and receive their bonuses, and they could wipe away their bad gambling practices. And the people of France are going to get stuck with the bill in the form of austerity. They're going to take as much as they possibly can, and they have taken as much as they possibly can, call it prosperity and recovery, and now the bill is going to be handed to the French citizens. But it's not going to stop in France. We saw in England in the last 24 hours, 500,000 jobs cut by the government, which is going to lead probably to double that in the private sector. And the term austerity is coming to England very, very soon. It's here, as a matter of fact. It's coming here next. And it's going to come here in the form of this tidal wave election next month. And if you think this isn't all by design and all planned out, then you're not living in reality. The fact of the matter is, over the last 3 years, the end of the Bush administration and the first 2 years of the Obama administration, this 14.8 conservative number, trillion dollars, has been given to the banking sector, giving to the globalist banksters who got us here in the first place. And now we're going to have this election, this wave election, and have austerity implemented on the behalf of the American people. They're going to get up there and say this was a wave election. It gives the Republicans a mandate to implement austerity. So all the people who feel relaxed and comfortable that they're going to have Tier 5 unemployment benefits, or that they're going to continue in infinitum adding people to the food stamp rolls or to the welfare rolls, you got another thing coming. All you have to do is open your eyes and look around the world. It's starting with the smaller countries, moving to the bigger countries, and it's coming here next. Sprinkle in a little bit of global currency war and trade war, and you have yourself an absolute catastrophe coming to this country. Stories are attached. That's all I got.